Behind the velvet rope, let's just get right into it today because we are joined by the one, the only, just David. We have, okay. I mean, I was going to come on here. I figured we would spend the majority of this time doing a very detailed review of this past week of RHOC. But two kind of major things happened. One, both of which we'll get to in a minute. Jax is being fired, or excuse me, Jax's exit on the Valley. And we got to talk Denise Richards. So the plans have changed. Sometimes the best laid plans, it's what life is all about. I think we need to talk about what happened with Denise in the restraining order rather than go into details on every inch of every scene of RHOC. But first, before we get to Jackson, Denise, we have had another episode of RHOC. Our girl Gretchen is back. She's literally back. And I am personally happy she's back. The rat that scuddies. She's really acting out today. She's not happy. Listen, Tamra. And by the way, I want to talk about this introductory scene between the two of them because I feel that I have a lot to say about that. But listen, Tamra, you last season got Alexis back, and Alexis was brought back to basically wreak havoc on Shannon. And of course, that made you very happy, girl. And it didn't work out with Alexis, and Shannon was not happy about this, and you loved it. So this season, yeah, Gretchen is back, and you got to earn your paycheck, girl. I'm sure that Shannon is very happy that Gretchen is there, which we'll see as the season goes on. But yeah. Sorry, Tamara. But I love this first scene. I really love, sorry, Rat, I should say. I love this first scene where they're eating and Tamara's all nervous and she says, I'm going to get a drink. And then Gretchen, she moves first. She says, Hi, Tamara. I mean, you're sitting right there. You might as well, say hi. She says, Hi, Tamara. And Tamara says, Hi, let me introduce myself. I'm Tamara Judge. Hi, I'm Gretchen Rossi. It's been 11, 12 years. I really do see it both ways. Like, of course, Tamara was not happy about the news that Gretchen was coming back. Of course, Tamra has been there, is earning the big paycheck, and she does not want to. She wishes Gretchen just came in and she's happy for the job and just do. I'm so happy to have the job, and I'm friends with Jennifer Pedantry. She slipped into my DMs. Um, and wanted advice on tarot. And I'm friends with Emily Simpson. I met her at the birthday party. And let's just have a nice light season. Of course, Tamara wanted that. Like, she wanted Gretchen to be, sorry, I'm just drinking some water. She wanted Gretchen just to be thrilled that she's like back on Housewives. And like, I understand it from Gretchen's side too, who was on this very podcast. I'm gonna reshare this blast from the past chat with Gretchen because she talks all about Tamara. But no, Gretchen, look, Gretchen has not been sitting around for 11 or 12 years. She's married to the love of her life. She has a child, but of course, she hasn't had this platform. So, of course, she has a few things to get off her chest. That scuddies. So, I really do see it both ways. I see why Tamara just wanted to, like, look, you got to give her credit. I mean, I can step outside of myself. I give Teresa credit where she is due credit, but you got to give her credit for just saying, let's wipe the slate clean and start over. I am a big let's wipe the slate clean. If I was on a reality show, I probably wouldn't be. But I mean, look, once you do me wrong and you speak about me in a certain way in the public eye, you're dead to me. But in general, in life, I love when someone's just like, hey, let's start over. It's like, I don't want to rehash the past. I don't like it. I don't want to go over everything that happened. So I got to give Tamara credit, right? I love also that Gretchen lets us know that throughout the years, every single person who has come on the show has reached out to her and said, SOS Tamara, and give me advice on Tamara. That means currently on the show, Pedantry, Katie, Emily, and Gina must have all reached out to her and said SOS. I mean, also like Dr. Jen and Vargas and all the others that have come and gone. I don't know if it's everyone, but I kind of believe it. In Pedantry's case, she's confirmed it. So let's see what happens. I'm happy Gretchen's back. I don't know how you guys feel. The other thing that I found somewhat interesting is Gretchen is talking to us about Slade and about Skylar and what she's been up to. So, to me, look, we're learning about your husband, who we all know because he dated Joe and Lori. We're learning about your husband and we're learning about your daughter. I mean, you're a friend of. We're not really supposed to see much into your life. I'm predicting Gretchen not only stays next season, she'll have a different fate than Alexis. I think she's getting upgraded. I feel that Gretchen is getting upgraded next season. I can't help it. I feel it. I just feel it's going to happen. So there you go. We want to spend more time, but we don't have time. We have to talk about Jax being fired. I'm saying he's fired. I mean, give me a break. We think Jax left on his own, but I have some new schools of thought. I mean, we saw in, and we'll deal with this later in detail. We just saw in the Valley this past week. Brittany said, "You're coming after me for alimony," and Jax is like, "Yeah." So look, I mean, Jax wants Brittany to make as much money as possible. So we'll have to talk about that later. But no job, Jax. Job, Brittany. Well, I mean, yeah. Okay. Then you have the argument Brittany wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for me. It's in Jax's best interest for Brittany to make a ton of money. So I have a lot of feelings on that about how we got Jax out of the picture and why he's not going to be back next season. So uh, hold off on that for a minute. We got to get to the Denise of it all. Wasn't expecting to talk about this, but wow, wow. So I'm sure you guys have all seen the headlines. People have been slipping into my DMs to ask me what I think about this. So Denise Richards says estranged husband Aaron Phypers tried to kill her during marriage and bombshell abuse claims. So we know that the divorce is filed for, and I just did a show, and Aaron's case to get money and alimony, he did not adopt Eloise conveniently, but his case to me to get money and alimony from Denise, I feel is pretty strong. Like, my businesses are closed. I'm sure they talked about it. I'm sure she's like, "You're getting sued, this and that." Just close the business, honey. I make plenty of money. So I think he had or has or had, let's get into that, a good case. I had businesses, I closed them. My wife told me to. She makes all the money. I'm entitled to it. Really good case. Covered that the other day. My narrative in the past few days is this guy's a dirty John and he planned this all out and he used this and Denise was in love. And I mean, rumors and nastiness were that she was so shocked by this filing. Well, now we have a whole different story. Now we have that this was a house of horrors